All right, so Matthew asked what my thoughts are on Ethereum and Cardano update. So I know Ethereum is coming out with Ethereum 2.0 where you can start staking it. You can stake it on Coinbase without 32 ETH. I know if you're on uh, other places like Ledger, you need 32 ETH to stake it and you get a higher percent than you would on Coinbase. And I like that coming out for ETH 2.0. But now we're just gonna compare the two because why not? So I just looked this up. Ethereum's market cap is, as of today, around 22 billion. Cardano's is 16 billion. I didn't realize they were that close. I definitely think market cap wise, Cardano can easily overtake or Ethereum, but will be more widely used in Ethereum. I find that hard to believe short term, but long term, it's very possible. So we are on the weekly chart for both Cardano and Ethereum. Both are on the KuCoin exchange. So there's Cardano, and here's Ethereum. So right now, obviously, Ethereum topped out at almost $5,000. So that's obviously going to be a huge resistance when we get back up there. Right now, Ethereum is trying to hold that $900 support on the weekly time frame, which it's trying to do right now. But as of right now, this could technically be right here. This could technically be another lower high that you continue to make on the weekly chart. So daily chart might look okay for Ethereum, but the weekly chart to me, that's like a lower high at 2K or just above 2K. And that's definitely a lower low when you had that low of 840 or whatever it was on KuCoin. I'm thinking right now we're still in a bear market. I'm thinking this is also a lower high at 2K or 2100 uh, because we're on the weekly time frame and being very, I'm kind of rounding a little bit. So 2100, whatever it was different on most exchanges, but it was around 2K to 2100. That's a lower high to me. So Ethereum is still in a downtrend. And also, if you look at the weekly chart is trying to get pushed back up, but technically you are still in a downtrend on the weekly chart. So weekly chart to me on Ethereum does not look bullish. Let's see how Cardano looks. Cardano is definitely still in a downtrend on the weekly chart. It looks even weaker. You didn't get as much of a push up percentage wise as you did in Ethereum's price chart. That looks like more of a push up than Cardano got on the weekly chart. We can zoom in and you still didn't get much of a push up. So, and the weekly chart on the RSI is similar to what it is on Ethereum. So both look bearish to me, but I think Cardano looks a little bit more bearish on the weekly time frame because you never got much of a bounce off the low. You went from 40 cents to 50 to what was the high? I mean, 70, but that was a very quick wick. It doesn't look very bullish to me. Cardano short term, but I do think Cardano long term can definitely overtake Ethereum. I definitely think that's possible. I'm very bullish on Ethereum 2.0, but I think that's why we saw a small rally over the last few days on Ethereum, and now we're getting a push lower. And like I said, technically, unless you break we'll say 2K. If you break 2K again, then that's bullish. But until we break 2K, we're still not bullish on Ethereum. And Cardano technically really has to break this double top that you got up here at $1.26. But the first step, I guess, would be a psychological resistance at $1. So for me to be bullish on Cardano, you have to break $1 and then $1.26. For me to be bullish on Ethereum, you have to break 2K, and to be convincingly bullish, you have to break 2100. So those are the short-term targets you have to break for each. I think long-term, Cardano can overtake Ethereum, but right now the chart to me on the weekly time frame looks a little. They both look bearish, but it looks less bearish on Ethereum. Let's go to the daily chart and see how that's looking. But the daily chart on Ethereum is overbought, and the daily chart on Cardano is in a downtrend. So both look bearish to me on the daily and weekly. I'm looking for a lower low on both coins. So for Ethereum, that'd be a move back below 850. And for Cardano, that'd be a move back below for 39 cents. So those are the prices I'm looking out for. I would not be surprised at all if we saw. Also, with Bitcoin now can't hold 20K. I just looked, we were at 20K, and now we're at 19s, looking like the dump is already happening. Yes, we did double bottom at 17.5. I mean, that, if we don't hold 17.5, then obviously Cardano, anything will definitely make new lows. So with that being said, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next update.